Hello everyone, my name is Mark MJ Vilches. I almost said my gamer name. Anyways, yeah, my name is MJ Vilches, and welcome to a stream. It's been a while. Haven't been streaming in a while in this channel. And yeah, what we're gonna do for this stream is we're going to try and finish a comic page that will be published on this new site called MIXD. So yeah, MIXD is actually a comic making site. I should probably show you here. Just wait a minute. I'm just gonna go screen here, and you're gonna see my screen as the page loads up. And yeah, this is a new site for Filipinos actually who wants to publish their comics online. There's other sites, but this is one I kind of want to support it. I want to see how far this site will go, because this is made by a fellow Filipino, and he's gonna be providing. They're gonna be providing. You know, this is going to be like a comic community kind of thing for, aspiring Filipino comic makers. And I'm going to be making a comic page specifically so that it's more compatible, I guess, for what they want. I'm going to be using a template that they provided for this, which is this one right here. Let me just raise the opacity of that one. This one. And yeah, I wonder why that looks like that. This is supposed to be the template. This is how it looks. You can download it. There's going to be a link in the description below. And yeah, we are going to make a comic page. Hopefully we'd be able to finish it in the as we go through the stream here. Probably in an hour. An hour is probably not enough. But yeah, making a comic page. So yeah, disclaimer, I am not a professional in making comics. I have a very, very little knowledge, and I mostly just do some experiments. But yeah, I want to share how I'll be creating a page, this is what we're going to be working on right now. It's just a one big panel page, and it's going to be like this. You don't understand it probably. This is a boat here, and it like goes flying and then splashes onto the ocean again. The previous page is actually this one, and my workflow in creating a comic is first I create like this, really awful sketch of the page, and then I go to Blender and I create a scene. Like each panel, I create a scene for it in Blender. So I start with the backmost parts yet, or the first ones at the top here, that one, and then I put on the little pages, the little panels. Each of this one Blender file, and then this one, and then I add the text in GIMP. I also add the bubbles in GIMP, and also, yeah, as I said, the text, which is right here. After rendering, setting up the scene in Blender, rendering it, I put it here. Do the panel thing, do the editing stuff here in GIMP, and then the text, and then I go back to Blender to create this action lines, because I really love using Blender's grease pencil features to create, to draw, because it just feels great. Anyways, yeah, that's what we're gonna do as we try to create this comic page. So first, we have this, like a sketch, a draft, or a sketch of our comic page. And after we have this, what I always do, which is what I'm probably always going to do in creating comic pages, is that I'm going to just screenshot this one. Just grab that. Hopefully this is still recording. So I grabbed a screenshot of the panel, and then I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna use that as a reference. I'm actually not going to be dropping that in Blender. If we go to Blender right here, I'm just going to open up a past scene, a past Blender file that we made for the previous pages. And as you can see, there's a bunch. I'm just gonna grab a blend file here which kind of includes all of the assets that we'll be needing for this page, which is the boat model, the ocean. I'm going to have to figure out how to do this splash though, whether I'd be using an image online or I actually do it from scratch in Blender. We'll see. But yeah, I want to start with this because we already have the scene here. If we look at That you can't really see it much because of the like all the planes that has the image on it. But if I go and set this to rendered view mode, rendered preview mode here, you'll see how it looks, and it will be compiling in a few minutes here. Let's see. Let me just put that back here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up things in Blender, create our scene, and then most sorry about this. Most of our most of the work will be in Blender first, and then GIMP, and then back to Blender for all the action lines if we want to add some. So we have our scene right here in Blender. And what I want to do is I just want to copy that page. But first, I'm going to open up the one that we screenshot here, which is this one. And I'm just actually going to go see file information here. And I want to see the dimensions right here. So let me just go drag this to the other screen so that it doesn't get covered up by Blender. I mean, the other screen. I said screen, right? And then I'm just gonna copy the dimensions so that we have the exact dimensions of the panel that we want to create here in Blender. So now I input it here, and I made it like 400%, 500%, whatever percent, because I want it to be way bigger than 500 pixels. It needs to be like 2K or 3K so that I can resize it in any if anything, if I want it to be more zoomed in, I can that's actually a choice for me later. So yeah, for now, we go here in Blender. As you can see, it looks really nice just moving it like this. But that scene is already done. I already rendered that. It's the previous page. I keep saying scene. This is not exactly an animation, but I guess it still kind of counts. But yeah, I'm going to go and just try and copy the this. And since this is already, in my head, since my comic, I know stuff, I'm going to try and just copy that, or, use our reference to try and make this artwork work. So just what is happening to our camera? Why is it like this? Is it rotated the wrong way? I think it is. RX90, RZ90. Whoa. No. RZ90 negative. This should be our angle, because if we look at the reference here, our sketch, I want this to be where, the Neishi monsters are, which are, those monsters at the distance right here. I want the school of those guys to be in the background as the water, as the boat flies and then lands far away from it, because that's what I'm trying to do here. My CG self, I'm trying to get away from those guys. It needs to be really far away, actually. Let's see how far we can go here. Like this. That's kind of like the... I can actually do something like this as well. And go to camera, background image, add image, and we're going to add our actually the fastest way to do this is to just go to that folder where we have the thing and then drag and drop it, and it should be there now. I hope so, but it doesn't seem to be. Let's try that again. No, not that one. Yeah, I guess it's not gonna be that easy, huh? Probably because I checked background image already and Blender doesn't want that. I don't know. Not sure how it works, but let's find it. Not sure how the the thing with the where you drag and drop an image into Blender. Not sure about like if you want to make it usually when you want to like put the image on the camera, you just drag and drop it while on camera view, and it will do this. It will automatically set things up. This right here. That's not the case right now. So I'm just gonna do it manually, which I did. We're gonna put that in front. Bring up the opacity at 0.5 0.46 opacity, great. Now I'm just going to match it up so that we go down towards the sea here. Let's see how far we can go before it becomes ridiculous. I think, okay, I'm gonna go put that above here because our sketch shows that, but we don't really have to follow that. Just roughly follow it. Just putting that there so I kind of have a reference to where I want to put things. This is gonna be the tricky part because I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but I'm going to drag the boat really far up to in front of the camera. Just Alt R that to reset the rotation, and then R90 just to rotate it 90 degrees from where we're looking at it. And the boat's right here now. You can see it. And do that. I want to be in the front view here, and I'm just gonna move it even more. So yeah, this is going to be the tricky part here. So I'm just gonna move the boat here for now and then add the effects later. And then just wanna lock down the camera position here. Focal length probably needs to be 50 millimeters. And yes, without like the water splash effects and other things, it doesn't really look great. That's something that I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it. Whether I use dynamic paint or we'll see. We'll figure that out right now, right here. I will need to delete some elements here in the background that it's not supposed to be there anymore, or I will have to like should have parented this to the boat, but oh well. I also will need to delete the bake of the particle systems here. Need to parent this light to this object, keep transform. And then let me just grab this, put it behind the boat. I should have parented it to the boat before moving the boat, but yeah, bunch of jank on this workflow, which will definitely be avoided hopefully in the future. But let me just go do that, and then maybe we are selecting the shape key, right? I can drag this all the way here, curve it, because this is like the trail of the boat, and hopefully we can like get a nice. Let's see if I go all the way back. Let's see how that looks. It's not really that obvious if you look at it on the camera there. And what's important is what you see through the camera, not what you see on other angles, especially in 3D. You know, tricking the eyes, especially like in art, actually in general, just tricking people. Illusion. It's all an illusion. But it has to look good. Hopefully I can make it so. Anyways, I will parent this now to the boat. Probably parent it on like the cockpit right here. This part maybe, or no, this one. Shift S. I mean, no. Control P. Control P. No, not bone relative. I'm not sure if that's the right way. I don't think that's the right parenting thing that needs to happen there. Okay, bone. There we go. You can see the trail. It's clear. We just need to put it on the right position though. Although it is already in the right position. I can probably wouldn't hurt to move it a bit on this side. Then rotate it. Just looking at it here, because it has to look great here. Let's try to add the subdivision surface. Yeah, it looks great. gonna reduce that just so our computer can keep up with our creativity here and not lag. So yeah. Now that looks good. Just have to make sure that the boat is visible here. Then we're gonna be worrying about the splash in a few seconds. A few minutes. Let's see. I want to add more. I'm gonna go 100 millimeters. Let's see if that works for this. No, 100 millimeters. No, great. Let's go back there. Move it up. I don't want it to be that angle though. I lost the doodle flag. We're gonna bring that back in a few seconds here. I just want to set up. I want to have like a final setup for the camera here, which is not exactly final. We're still gonna be changing that a lot, I think, depending on whether or not it shows what we want. There's going to be a splash word, the word splash down here. So I guess we should leave a space there. Okay, I want this angle, but lower, and we can do that using the shift. The shift X and Y here, and I want to move it on the Y axis. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure with the angle here. Splash. Okay, I'm gonna settle with that for now. I'm gonna turn off the screenshot here for now, just so we can clearly see our scene. I mean, our our reference sketch. And then I want to grab this one, which should be this this thing right here. I'm just gonna move that on its x-axis right here, because that's like where it comes from. I think the size is already great. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Yep, it's been a while. Haven't streamed in this channel for a while. And I hopefully I can keep, I can keep streaming in this channel. I'm pretty sure as we start work on the Underland project again, there's going to be regular streams on this channel starting this month. I actually have to keep streaming if I want to keep the channel alive or keep making content. Because we have to stop being on hiatus. Or, stream games all the time. Oh boy. I have been streaming games. I introduced myself as Marcus Rover. Oh, almost introduced myself as Marcus Rover in this video. By the way, I have a gaming channel, Marcus Rover. I'm not gonna linking it. You can probably look it up. Marcus Rover with 2 Ks. And Marcus and Rover are like together, and there's no space on it. I'm not sure if you Google. I'm not sure if you search it on YouTube, you can easily see. Let's see. So that's how you spell it. Oh, yeah, and I've been streaming a lot of Tomb Raiders. I mean, not streaming, making content. I stream on Twitch. And I just finished Tomb Raider, the whole series, from the first to the recent. And I really want another one. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Let's keep going with our work here. Let's not get distracted. I know Lara's beautiful, but we gotta be not distracted by that. I'm going to set up the smokes here so that they look nice, because right now they're all lying down. And that's not what I want. I want it to face the camera, because it's just a plane. It's not actual volumetric smoke. It's a picture of a smoke. So I'm just gonna go rotate each of these planes here. It's going to be a tedious task, but we should be able to do it slowly but surely. Or maybe I could go a bit quick here, because I don't want to spend like an hour just setting this guys up. I'm not gonna rush it. And I'm probably gonna make some changes later on after the stream anyway. But just to show you guys, I'm just gonna go do that. Because Neishi monsters emit this smoke around them that obscures the view ahead when they block your way. And that's why I had to resort to desperate measures to get out of it, because it's getting really toxic there. They're being so negative and stuff. And that's why, you know, I activated Kudu Burst. Kudu Burst for the Doodle Boat. It's a One Piece thing. If you're a One Piece fan, you'll probably understand. This is not being lazy, this is being smart, because a volumetric smoke will take a whole lot of time to simulate and render. And it won't even look great that much. So I'm using images, because it's lighter, doesn't make the computer poop its pants. All that jazz. So yeah. This is not being lazy. This is this is actually a process that filmmakers use all the time, or artists. If it makes your work, you know, less of a headache, just do it. Don't listen to guys like Embody that tells you it's lazy to do this kind of stuff. Yeah, Embody. Don't listen to Embody. Why are you still Embody? You're supposed to be Scared Flier now. Is Embody your, like, your artist name? You're supposed. What happened to your Scared Flier channel, eh? Why aren't you using that one? Why are you still using Embody? I thought you were gonna be losing Embody, or is Embody gonna stay? And he's gonna be answering that in probably in a minute, because there's a huge delay in the chat and me responding. Wow, if only it's easy to simply get a stronger computer. If only. Took me many years before I actually managed to get this PC that I have now, which is pretty strong. It's pretty strong. I can't usually do this. I can't usually edit stuff on the viewport here while being on the rendered view mode. This is not something I can do on the laptop before, but now I can. Maybe next year I can get a faster computer, but even still, I probably still will use the image method instead of trying to do some simulations. But I'm probably gonna do like simulate it and then render it, and then I'm just gonna use like a screenshot of that simulation, so that I can make even more customized smoke. It's gonna be a method that I'll definitely be using. Let's see how it looks. It doesn't exactly look great from afar here. How am I gonna fix this mess? Okay, I still have some. Apparently, I still have some planes here that are lying facing down. Lying facing down. Simply forgot to log into my. Who's being lazy now? Buddy, Scared Flier. Can't even log into your account, to the right account, because you're too lazy. Yeah, call it. I'm gonna call you out. Oh wait, I messed up. What happened to my shockwave circle thingy? Right here. It was right here. Where'd it go? Wait, where'd it go? I accidentally moved it, didn't I? Now it's so difficult to find it among all these planes here. Let's try something here. I'm gonna go set this to textured. There we go. That helps. And I did move it. No, this is different. This is the other one. Yeah. You being lazy is the most unsurprising thing that can ever happen, because it usually happens. There it is. I found it. Why did I move it there? Why did I move it there? This is M-Buddy's fault. Blame M-Buddy. It's his fault. Will it look good there though? It looks so flat, but it's far away, so maybe it works. I don't know. Need it to be more towards this. Oh, look at that! Finally managed to overcome your laziness and just actually log in to the Scared Flier account, huh? Don't pretend it's an imposter. It's the same person. By the way, did you get your PC yet? June's getting close, man. Fjordor's gonna be out soon. And the adventure begins in Fjordor. We're gonna be playing Ark. Or some TUC fans will be playing Ark because Fjordor has a new creature, which is a giant bat, which is for TUC fans a really big thing, because you know we want to be able to experience riding a bat, even if it's just a game. And it's nice that Ark is going to be releasing a new DLC free map real soon that will allow us to fulfill that dream of finally being able to ride a bat in a game. But then again, taming it is probably gonna be a challenge. I will move this thing in the middle here. Let's see. I need to be in top view. Does it look good if I put that circular shockwave thing there? Or maybe I'm gonna Alt-R that, reset its rotation, put it around the boat instead. Maybe help sell the idea of it splashing into the water, you know? Let's see how that looks. Okay, I'm gonna scale it down some. Why is that? Ah, it looks like the shockwave is not in the middle of the image, so I'm kind of editing it. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then you add the splash over it. It's probably gonna look great. We'll see. I still don't know how we're gonna do the splash though. That is going to be challenging. We'll see. What models? What are you talking about, Scared Flier? By the way, is M-Buddy? Are you gonna keep M-Buddy? I mean, how do I call you from now on? M-Buddy's gone, right? Or M-Buddy? Would it still be M-Buddy? I probably asked you this question to you many times already, but I will ask again. Is it still M-Buddy, or do you want to be called Scared Flier from now on? Let's see. It looks like we have I have the alpha of the. This shouldn't be an alpha blend. The ocean shader. Yes, we're in the ocean. I'm gonna set this to opaque again, just so we see the you know, the water like this. I don't want it to be alpha blend. And there we go. It's starting to look great. The smoke there. I will have to move the head of each of the Neishi monsters here. Going to go wireframe view so we see the plane clearly here. Oh, of course you had Twip deal with them, buddy. Of course you did. Not only is Twip a cannibal, but something much worse. Because apparently that bat targets humans as well. Wait, is M-Buddy a human? M-Buddy's human, right? Yeah, there's a donut smoke right here, buddy. Oh, I mean, Scared Flier. Sorry, buddy's dead. Trip killed him. We have a donut smoke right here. See? That smoke is a donut. One of its kind. I mean, do you ever see a smoke donut? Did you ever see a smoke donut before? Now you do. I think the other one's a much clearer smoke donut. Where is it? Right here. The smoke donut. Right here. So yeah, we have the donut part covered. Scared Flier. You don't have to worry about donuts. Donuts are included. I do need to move some smoke. No, not this one. I have to not make this selectable now so that I don't accidentally move it. And we can do that by just doing this. Now, I cannot select this smoke anymore and accidentally move it again. I'm just gonna be moving some smoke here in front of the Neishi monsters so we see it like that. The downside of using like a plane for smoke is that if you look at them in one angle, there's kind of no volume to it. Although I think I know how to fix that. I'm not sure though. It's probably unfixable. Let's see. Actually, one way of fixing that is to just have the smoke on different colors for each layer, so that you can clearly see that there are darker smokes, probably closer. And wait, wouldn't it be the first human that Twip killed? Is that what you mean, Scared Flier? Scared Flier has this original character named Twip, and that bat is not a friend. Not a friend. That bat will kill you. Even kills his own kind. That's how evil that Twip is. So yeah. Apparently Twip killed Embuddy. And Embuddy's one of the best guys that supported Doodle Nose Productions in its endeavors. And now Twip killed him. He shall be avenged. I shall make an original character whose sole purpose is to hunt down Twip. Don't have a name yet, but he will exist soon enough to bring justice to those who have been victims of the evil Twip. So yeah, I'm gonna put some smoke behind the the master Neishi monster here. Let's see how we can improve on this smoke more. I should probably make it darker, which is pretty easy to do, you know, since we're using a shader in Blender. But first, let's try and position some of them here. I barely even see what I'm moving here in the main artwork. We're gonna there it is. Yeah, like all serial killers, they're friendly. Unless you make them mad, then they're gonna kill you. Right? That's what you mean, right? Just because it can be friendly doesn't mean it can't be a serial killer. Which is what Twip is. This is a weird thing to say in in a stream. Is it? Is it though? A lot of people joke around stuff like that on a stream. So we're fine. We're safe. Hopefully, unless Twip already also poison our minds. But anyways, let's try to make this smoke darker. I think I can do it by just doing this. Yep, there we go. And that already improves a lot. Kind of gives a volume to the smoke. And we can see it in real time too. Probably need to also change. Oh no, never mind. Background. There shouldn't be any mountains or stuff in the sky there. Now for the splash. The splash is going to be the one that's, I don't know, maybe we can get it right the first time, maybe we can't. But what I'm gonna do first, hopefully, is to find an asset, a splash, a free splash asset. Water splash asset. Free. We need free. Gotta be free. Public domain. We probably can't find one. Let's see. Story blocks. I can download story block stuff. I'm a partner of Channel Federator, and I do have access. But I'm not sure if we do have the splash. First thing I'm gonna do. Man, I kind of feel lazy going through stock footage. Actually, I'd rather just water. You mean the ocean right here? That's not a texture, everybody. That's a procedural. Oh, it is a texture. It's a procedural texture. I actually did not use any texture. This is a shader that I set up in Blender to look like an ocean, or a an ocean. It's actually shader's actually here. It's pretty simple, I think. I use a wave texture, of course, principled BSDF. I mean, the principled BSDF the only thing it does is the color actually, and the texture. I mean the shade, the texture. You know how it looks, how shiny it is, which is I made metallic to make that water thing, specular roughness a little bit, just so if we add the roughness, it becomes like not that reflective anymore. And yeah, that's basically what the principled BSDF is doing here. And most of the action happens to make it look oceany is right here. There's texture, the wave texture applied to the displacement of this circular plane actually. And the procedural stuff is actually something that I always want to achieve or want to do, because it's more flexible. I think you can customize it more than just a texture that's already fixed to look like that. In this case, I can actually change like the scale of this, make this more grainy if I want, or the waves. How do we change the size of that? But I already have the right size for this. So I'm not gonna change that. Let's see. I'm gonna experiment on different like ring. Doesn't really exactly do much, or it doesn't look that different from how it was before. This was set to bands. Yep, doesn't. I try saw. So yeah, you're gonna just be free to experiment on things. Saw is causing that. I don't like that. Let's go back to sign. Just leave it like that, and we're gonna the splash. Splash is going to be the challenging one. Let's see if I still have my dynamic paint thingy-majingy here. Because yes, I am being lazy. I don't want to have to set up only for this comic actually, because I want to be able to do this comic, fast, like a doodle. Because that's what the Journey to Awesomeness contents are. Right? They need to be doodles. That's why I'm just doodling around. So let's see. How do we do this? I deleted the dynamic paint wave that we had before, I think. Yeah, I did. Oh well. Should I add the island here? It's not really visible. It should be behind the monsters. Because the first island in the World to Awesomeness is still there. Okay, I learned. Why is the chat so late here in OBS for some reason? I learned step by step nodes for me. Yeah, nodes is kind of complicated. Before, I was actually afraid of it before. It doesn't exist before in the previous Blender versions. You don't use nodes for like the Blender internal one, the Blender internal render engine. You don't really use nodes for that one. I mean, you can use nodes, but I don't use nodes. And it scares me before, but after 2.80, when I was forced to study how it works, how to do it, I actually, slowly got it. All it takes was for Ton Rosendal to say, Blender internal is no more. We have a new thing, Eevee, and it's actually really great. It's worth it. It's worth it to learn this stuff because now I can do, stuff like this. So yeah, I need to figure out that water splash. That water splash needs to happen right now. How are we gonna do it? How are we gonna do it? Why am I in shading? We need to go back to animation. Water splash, water splash. I have ideas of how to do it in my mind. I'm probably gonna unparent this now. Alt P clear and keep transformation so that if I want to adjust the boat, the trail doesn't follow. I think the best YouTuber to watch for nodes is even CG Matter or Default Cube. Even watching his tutorials on node setup, it's kind of still confusing for me because it involves a lot of math. He's really great at node setups. CG Matter guy. I think he's one of the best in node setups. Because he's also probably the best in explaining the math behind it. So I'm not sure if he's the best in explaining, but I kind of understand what he's saying or what he's talking about because he can make awesome stuff with just manipulating the nodes in Blender, which is something that I most likely cannot do by myself. I can't figure that stuff out by myself. Because node setup involves a lot of math, and with just the right equation, you can actually make a bunch of really great materials and shaders and stuff. What I want to do actually to make the splash is I want to create something here. I can probably just append the previous. Let me just see. I can append the previous ocean dynamic paint that I already set up for this. Let's see. I'm gonna go file, append. Now, which one has the dynamic paint that's already set up here? I do hope that it will work out, though. Let's see, where is it? This one right here. This should have a dynamic paint collection. Should be ocean. Let's see, ocean dynamic. There we go. And we have this one right here. Is the location of this. Okay, we can move it on the x-axis. Bring it closer here. We can't even see it on camera for some reason. It's probably because it's under the thing. Under the original ocean. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there. As you can see, it's already having an effect because the boat already has a dynamic paint setup to it, which it acts like a paintbrush. But I do need only a short portion of this one because this is a pretty high poly model. Are really slow though. I used to use a laptop too. I'm pretty sure Scared Flier or MBuddy watch all of those streams that I have before using a laptop. I think I'm gonna keep it like this, but I want to see how it looks if I splash the boat down. Let's see. I'm gonna quickly animate this guy. I mean, the whole thing is also animated. Okay, I'm gonna quickly animate this one. Maybe I'll start at frame 10 or 20. For wherever. It doesn't matter which frame I start, actually, because this is not going to be an animation. Oh, no. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. I need to add a keyframe for this. The final part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe. 12 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 back. And then I'm just gonna move it up. Like this. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna bring it way down. Because it needs to... I don't think it's gonna work as well as I'd hope it will. I will have to bake it. And I honestly don't want to do it on a stream. It might take so much time. Let me grab... Why can't I am in edit mode, right? Why can't I... What is wrong here? Why can't I edit it? That is weird. I can't select the vertices. Oh, I know why. It has the ocean modifier on it. And tell you what, I'm not using this guy. I'm going to... Where did I put that? Where is this? Unchecked. I'm gonna use that. What I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna model the splash. I think that's the best way to do it. And hopefully it will look good. It's probably not gonna look good, but still, I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, no, I'm only saying M-Buddy, Scared Flier. Refer because I'm just saying that, you know, M-Buddy before watched the stream, but he can't anymore because he no longer exists. It's probably late for me to say this, but thanks for watching, Richelion, and have a good night. Yeah, let's go and model that splash. And I want to apply the splash. What do you call that? Water, churning water. The texture from churning water. There's a term for it. I forgot again. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going here. I'm just gonna subdivide this a couple of... No, extrude it. I'm gonna subdivide this probably about 20 times. 20... No, 20 is too small. Let's make that 50. Probably not that enough. 400. I mean, 100. Just 100. It's fine. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab... Z. Tell you what, let's go do this in camera view. Doesn't look great, does it? I can probably go for like a random proportional editing thing here. Yeah, random works. I'm gonna go do this in front view here so that we see the side of the boat. And then I'm just gonna go drag this up. As you can see, it's kind of causing a splash effect by using the random proportional editing here. Oh, you have coding skills, Scared Flier? That's nice. But can you really code? Or are you pretending? Why don't you learn Unreal? I mean, yeah, Unreal Engine. M-Buddy. I mean, Scared Flier. Sorry, M-Buddy's dead. Because I am actually planning to make the characters Unreal Engine. They're like, you can easily open them in Unreal Engine. That's what I'm planning to do. or the Underland project, because I am planning to make a quick little game. I don't know, it's still just a plan, but I'm planning to make a game using, I'm planning to, that game in the book, the ones they're playing, where they're riding the bats. Hey, buddy, you're still alive? You can't still be alive. Trip already killed you. Are we being hunted? But yeah, I'm planning to make that game into a game. The fly ball. I'm calling it fly ball because, or flyer ball. It's like the sports event that's happening when Gregor arrived in the Underland. Kind of want to try and make that into a game, and I want to do it in Unreal. Do it on your PC then. Which will make you probably always be in PC now, and PS5 will be rotting away. But yeah, we kind of have our splash here. We just need to add a nice shader to it. Let's try and add subdivision surface. See how it looks. Kind of looks nice. And then shade smooth that. And then we're gonna add the ocean shader, ocean material. Doesn't look great, of course, but maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look great. I don't like it. Let's try the other ocean. It doesn't look great either. Because it needs to be a splash. I'm gonna get this ocean modifier here. I'm gonna go to shading. And there's something I want to do. Something I want to do here. There's like, where is it? Where is it? I gotta be honest, I don't understand my node setup here, what it does, but we're gonna try and figure that out in a few minutes here. Hopefully we can figure it out. Let's see. Why is that connected here, but the multiply is not connected to... Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go, it's compiling. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Probably won't. Doesn't have any effect. I'm not gonna make this alpha blend, let's make that opaque. And set the alpha of this back to 1. But then again, it doesn't matter. This should be churning white. It's probably gonna be faster if I just start from scratch. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start from scratch. Let's see. Now in shader, gonna get rid of this. Gonna create a new one. And let's see what we can do here. I'm going to start with the texture coordinate, and the texture is going to be noise texture maybe. I'm gonna start with this one. Let's go with generated. Just put it on vector. Oh, you mean stop crowding chat? You're the only one in chat, even though you're pretending to be Scared Flier. What if this is normal? The vector is set to normal. What's gonna happen? That's a weird looking splash. Zero distortion, please. Let's see how that looks. Not gonna be normal anymore. Generated. There's gotta be something I can do to make it look great. And then one of the things I can think of is vector mapping. I'm gonna try scaling it. What if I set this to normal? Well, how would that look? Scale it on the z-axis. Do it like this. I'm gonna try putting this in alpha as well. And then we're gonna go set this to alpha blend. And now it looks like crap. No, it's not done loading in just yet. Kinda looks... Definitely doesn't look great. Anyways, how can we improve it though? I'm going to not make this speculated. Roughness will be quite high. Maybe make this metallic. And now it looks like nothing that is great at all. I'm going to add a color. No, it's going to be color mix RGB. No, not mix RGB. RGB curves. RGB curves. Bring this down. Bring this up. Not RGB curves, actually. I'm gonna go convert it and make this color ramp instead. Just so we can control like the amount of black and white in there. As you can see. I'm gonna get this out of here again. Set it to opaque. Let's see how it looks. I still need to update the model too. I'm not sure about the normal. Let's go back to point. Just gonna bring this back to 1. Experiment on the rotation here. Doesn't exactly do much. Scale doesn't do much as well. And we're gonna reduce the size of this. Scaling Z. Just gonna try experimenting on the rotation. They're all kind of rotating on the same. I guess we go. What does vector do? I think normal is probably best here. So I wanna do something like this. Let's use this color ramp as well so we can see what's happening here. Go back to 0 for all of this. What if I set this to UV? What's gonna happen? Not good. Object. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Is it possible to bend it? And then need to get back. Should be an animation here. Because I want to grab the edges of this. Set this to a smooth curve. Bring this down. And then I'm gonna bring this back to random. Bring some of it back. It really just looks like ice on the water. But can probably still improve upon it though. I am going to grab the ocean modifier here. Grab everything here. Control C. Go back to the splash. Gonna Control V this. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add the displacement here. And then put the white this on top of this shader. No, it's not gonna be the shader. I'm gonna Control X this. No, not like that. Surface, I'm gonna add the principled BSDF like that. Before doing that though, get rid of it. Need to copy the hexadecimal values of this color. Just gonna do something like that. I'm gonna make the black let's try to flip this color. And I'm gonna make the black the ocean color that we have before. Kind of there, but not. I can probably color, mix RGB, set this as the factor, bring this back to black. This is probably the best way to do it. And then paste the hexadecimal there. There we go. Then I'm gonna add some distortion. Detail, no, just 2 will do. Set the roughness to 1. Bring back the scale. Like so. And definitely does not look like a splash, but I'm kind of slowly getting the look of a water reacting to, I don't know, it's not quite there yet, but we'll eventually get it. Probably gonna end up using a splash asset on top of this. I mean, I can have this as just like something like that connects the water and the boat together. And I'm going to be very dramatic about it. I mean, not me, but make the scene even more dramatic by making the splash bigger. I need to just grab the right vertex for this though. Let's see. I'm gonna bring back some of this in front down. The back area right here. Bring that up. Bring this up. Yeah, we're slowly getting that splash look. I just need the right shader for it. The right shader for the splash. But the look is there. Kinda there. Is it fine to cover the inside, like the water? It's actually, the water would actually go inside the boat if the boat suddenly splashes down to the ocean from a high place. But yeah, there we go. It's kind of there, but there's more that needs to be done to make it look really great. Let's see. I'm gonna try adding more white. No specular, maybe. Roughness, add that more. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them metallic. No. I don't know. Yeah, let's reduce the roughness. There we go. I'm gonna add... Let's see how we can improve this. It's going to be a splash word at the bottom here. Might have to go grab this and that and bring it down a bit. Because it kind of looks like it's on top of the water. Come on, just a little bit down. Don't be too much. Gotta grab some of the front part here. Wrong vertex. Let's see, solid view mode, and then gonna add a X-ray so we can see which one's properly. Come on, grab the right ones, please. Probably needs to be more down. Let's see. Like so. And I need to change the angle of the camera. Ah, it needs to look great. This kind of looked great. Let's just try to shift the position of things. And I'm probably gonna tilt the camera a bit. No, it doesn't look great to tilt it. Donut spikes? What you talking about? There's no donut spikes here. Okay, frame 12 is the frame here. Okay, let's see. We have the Nishi monsters on the background, which is what we want. They still should be there. The splash Needs more work, but later. So we do need to move on to the next step. I'm gonna be improving on this splash more and more off stream. Just need to properly frame it first so we have something nice going on. 13 millimeters. How will that be of service to our artwork? I'm gonna bring the x-axis to 0 here. I'm gonna rotate that way. Let's see. Okay, bring this down again. I probably need the boat to be more like that. Okay, think we're getting it. Think we're getting it. Going to have to animate the boat a bit so the flag's physics will recognize that we come from the sky. Oh no, flag physics going crazy. There we go. No, flag, don't do that. 4 by 6. I'm gonna bring this even down. We're not gonna use this frame though. We're gonna use frame right there. Splash. And the cannons, going to have to move the cannons to be looking towards where we were, which was from the sky. Because this is kind of like you know, boosters. They're boosters. Let's see. Moving them back. Gonna move this guy up. So the cannons are like on the right positions here. And they still look great. Despite. Control Shift V. Pasting the post to the mirror ones. Okay, I think we have our panel. Just gonna try and really improve upon this. Boat splashes into the ocean. I'm going to like post my character here so that he's reacting to the sudden splash, sudden impact of the boat splashing into the water. Yeah, that kinda is already looking kinda great. This would have been very difficult because originally the Neishi monster was going to be an animation. But I immediately scrapped it because I'm pretty sure that this part, if I animate this part right here where the boat splashes into the water, it's not gonna be easy making it look great. Definitely not gonna be easy. So I had to, like, you know, put a stop to the plan, and I'm going to be publishing it as a comic instead, just so I can immediately execute it. It's immediately here instead of it not being published or be canceled, which it almost was canceled. Anyways, or well, it's postponed, not canceled. But yeah, I'm gonna render this. This is going to be our panel for page 25. Oh crap. Now if I want to go back and edit page 25, I can't anymore because I did not save a backup before editing this one. I'm so dumb. Too late to make a backup now. Oh well. Life. Now I'm just gonna F12 this, render, put it in GIMP, and then we put the splash, and our panel is done. I mean, our page is done. We'll see. I still need to draw the action lines, actually. And let's see how long this will take to render. It shouldn't take that long. It should just be appearing in just a few seconds now. Just a few seconds, and there we go. Something's lacking. But as I said, I am going to edit that on later after the stream. We're gonna use the panel here to keep going for now. I'm gonna save this. Save it as JTA. Make sure it's named properly. The page is 26. I'm just gonna name it GTA 1 means the first episode, 26 page, and the first panel on that page. Just gonna save that. I'm gonna go to GIMP. Then we're gonna go to the folder where we saved it. Render, raw, should be in the comics, episode 1. We go down the bottom. Make sure we're on top. We're selecting sketch here, so the thing that we're gonna drag and drop, the image that we're gonna drag and drop, will be dropped right onto top of the sketch, and that is perfectly fitting. It fits perfectly to our. It's so weird that it fits perfectly to the panel here. I mean, as you can see, this is the margin of the image, and it fits perfectly. Although something about it feels off. Probably need to go for a different angle. I don't like this angle. This angle doesn't feel anything. There's a huge space here, which is really useless right now. So I'm gonna try doing some tilting action to get rid of that, so that every part of our frame here is used. I'm gonna go 0 the Y. I want most of the frame right here. This is not looking great. I think I can remedy it by copying this circular donut smoke here. Need to be on a different angle to grab it. Come on, grab the smoke. Grab the donut. Grab the donut smoke. I need it. Oh, I forgot. I'm so stupid. Let's go back to... Where is it? It should be in the burst. Yeah, burst collection. I made it unselectable so that I won't end up moving it. You didn't see anything. I'm trying to grab something that I made unselectable. Really nice. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. smoke donut. I'm gonna find a nice angle for nice looking smoke here. Make sure that it's in the right position so I can actually properly make use of it. So that this spot doesn't look empty. Because it looks empty. And I just want to, I don't want it to be too big. Let's move that even more. Gonna rotate it so that we get like a nice looking smoke. Slowly getting there. Getting it. And I'll S that bigger. This may be it. Just need a better looking smoke on the upper left corner there. Kind of covers our Neishi monster background, guys, but I think it's fine. Also need to bring back the particles. Should be frame 11. That's the right one, right? And I'm going to do a quick animation for these particles. Frame 11. Need it to be... I'm gonna try putting it high right here, so that particles are animated. Yeah, but that's probably what you're going to understand if you're just looking at this page. I mean, yeah, the M buddy's alive apparently. M buddy. But if you look at the previous page, you're gonna understand that that's not the case. Because in the previous page, the boat shoots out into the sky. It's like it charges up, and then as the button press, boom, it launches itself using the cannons. And the next page of that will be this one, the splash. I want to grab this. What is the physics of this particle system? So I'm pretty sure the particle system is a Boyd's. I made it into a Boyd. No, it's Newtonian, which means normal. I want this to be 5. Let's see how that looks. Because I want that particles. I want these particles to really shoot out. Let's make that 10. Here we go. Finally, you can see the particles again. Now this part is no longer empty. I probably need to add, I want to make this light brighter. Let's make this orangey so that we can see the boat clearly here despite the brightness of the beam. I can probably reduce the strength of the illumination here, of the emission, because it's starting to fade out anyway. And I think we have our page. I think this is our panel right here. Don't like that it's covering the Neishi monsters though. We have a really nice scene back there that's now covered up by the smoke. Let's see what we can do. Maybe grab RZZ, RYY, RS, XX, RZZ, rotate it on the z-axis is what I'm doing. I don't like the maybe something like this will do. Okay, there's like a spot in the smoke there. Yeah, right here. It's still there, but it should add the smoke right here. And it doesn't look like it's cut off. Okay, we have our... I think we have it. We have our panel. Let's go. Render this. And then we're good to go. We should be good to go. While that's rendering, I think we can look for the water splash image asset now. Let's look for public domain ones. Public domain pictures. Hopefully this is good. This one right here. This is the kind of look that I wanna get for the splash, but let's look for others here. I'm not sure if you can actually use any of these images, or I can download them properly, to be honest. It says public domain pictures, but kind of doubtful about that. Water splash images. I'm also kind of it's of course redirects you to Adobe stock, which we definitely can't use. It's probably going to have some kind of copyright law on it, copyright thing that we can't. Come on. Orders 31 free public domain image websites. It's probably going to be better if I just draw it. Although I think I found, no, of course it's an Adobe stock image. Of course it is. Okay, I can't use the bottom. I want to look for something that is against a dark background, if we can actually find one. I mean, this splash is so perfect, but it's in Adobe site, which we can't use. We can't use that one. Gotta look for a public domain splash effect here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this off stream. We have our shot right here. I'm gonna Alt S this and save it. Overwrite the other one, and then drag and drop it to our page, our comic. And there, it looks great. Love it. I love it. I just need to improve the splash, but I love it. And we're going to go open up the previous page again. I'm gonna grab this. I'm just gonna click that so that GIMP takes that color. Actually, I need the color as well. Gonna have to copy the hexadecimal because it doesn't bring a color. Wait, it does bring the color. Okay, I guess we're fine. Nope, it doesn't. Let's paste hexadecimal, and that should fix our problem. Actually, we're not gonna use that color. It's supposed to be water, not light. I used that color because boom, it explodes, and it's light. But this needs to be a white one or a light blue one. We'll see. Probably gonna use a white or a light blue one. And gotta make it smaller. And then I'm gonna create a new layer. I'm gonna duplicate this so we have a backup of that if we want to make changes. I'm gonna merge this down on the layer that we made, And I'm gonna use this cage transform tool in GIMP so we can curve it. There's another way of doing this, but I think this one's faster and easy to manipulate than the other one. Here in GIMP. Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's looking nice. But that splash needs more. Definitely need more. So I'm just gonna go curve it. I want it curved down here. The splash. 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 Okay, I think we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting there. Splash. Let's see how that looks. And then if we add the water splash image on top of this, that will be the icing on the cake. We also need to add the color grading that I already did for this. I have a template for it already. And then I always want to add Unsharp Mask for all of the pages here. Look, it just adds more. You know, it enhances the lines. It's probably not that visible on YouTube. If I go closer, maybe you can probably see it. Or if I increase the amount. Let's see. You see? This is a more intense effect of the Unsharp Mask. Which is what I don't want. We need the 3.5. And there we go. Splash. And I need a whiter splash image for this. Yeah, there we go. For the action lines, what I always do, I'm just gonna Control-Shift-E, save this as a JPEG. And then I'm gonna go to Blender. I'm gonna open an already set up Blender file for the action lines here. I'm gonna go back to 25. As you can see, we have a grease pencil drawing of our action lines. I'm gonna go probably just reuse that one, just so we can be quick on the stream. I'm gonna be probably making an update on that later. But yeah, we're just going to delete the extra stuff here that we don't need for this page. Control L, delete that, and then just move this like so. And we have our action lines just like that. Probably gonna move some of this back right there. Splash. I'm gonna render this. It's going to render just the action lines. Alt S. I'm gonna save it as 26-0. And I'm going to drag and drop that into our scene below the text and on top of the panel. Make sure that that's the same size as the width. You can also actually see it on top of the the width of your whole page right here. So I'm gonna match that, scale that so that it matches perfectly with everything else. And we have done a comic page using GIMP, Blender, GIMP, Blender, GIMP. All those 4 products, software that I mentioned. Anyway, and we can still see the Neishi monsters here, the boat, splashing. everything looking nice. The splash, I still want to add more to it off streaming. But yeah, that's it. We managed to make a page. I just need to Control Shift E, export that as a JPEG, and that's ready for publish. Not really, because I still need to make some updates on that. But yeah, for now, this is it. We managed to do that in like an hour and for about 40 minutes. An hour and 40 minutes. Managed to finish the page, but this is a page that only has one panel, a huge one panel page. Some pages will have a bunch of pages. Some pages will have a bunch of panels, and you know, it requires more work compared to this one, which only has one panel. So yeah, the comic, I will be publishing it soon in MIXD and Tapastic or Tapas after I'm done with it. But yeah, again, I'm not a professional comic maker. I'm just, you know, using the stuff that I learned from like reading comics and also looking up some lessons about it. Definitely not perfect with my paneling. I'm not sure if that's the term for it, but yeah, this comic will be published soon. I just need to finish. Like we're in frame 20. We're in page 26, so we are going to be. There are 30 pages, so 4 pages more, and then we're done. But yeah, here it is. I actually like how this turns out, our page. Yeah, that's the end of the stream now. Thank you so much for watching, mbuddy/Scared Flier, and to Chaoyan for stopping by earlier in the stream. And yeah, hopefully I managed to share to you some knowledge in comic making, even though I'm not that of a professional with it. But yeah, I think this is like a nice way. This is a 3D comic, I'm pretty sure, I think. But I'm the kind of guy who doesn't want to put labels and like terms and stuff. If it looks like a comic, then it's a comic, I guess. No discrimination or anything. So I'm making a 3D comic because it's faster for me. I can just pose around the characters. I don't have to draw them each page, you know. I can just pose them quickly, have the thing right away. I've prepared like the models, have like the models have whatchamacallit, an asset. No. Come on. It's gonna take time to compile the shading. But yeah, it has that this one, the asset library. And I set this up beforehand so I can easily, like, you know, take like a closing eye. I want to apply that right away, so I'm just gonna click that. It will be applied to the model. It's a really quick thing. Makes like making stuff like this, you know, quicker. Even in animation, I can use that. So yeah, I'm doing it this way so I can make comics while also creating animated films for the Underland projects and other things. So yeah, this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. My name is MJ Vilches. Wait. I have a transition for this, which I did not set up. Anyways, yeah, that's all for now. I want to say thank you to. Oh no, I did not update my thank yous. But yeah, I want to say thank you to Caro, Green, Paragon, to MIXD, who should be Scared Flier now. I made an updated version of this. I need to use that. Here, there we go. Also, MIXD, GulliermoGage, and also to PrimeDeceiver. They supported me through ko-fi.com/doodlenoseproductions, and if you want to support me in all my endeavors, that's the best way to do that right now. My KoFi page. I also have a KoFi shop there where you can, you know, pay what you want on the models that I model and give away for free. It's going to be there on a KoFi page. Just explore that one, and yeah, give me some support through there. That's the best way to do that. Follow Doodle Nose Productions everywhere on the internet to see some more of awesome stuff. And yeah, Awesomeness, Journey to Awesomeness starts again, and I'm probably gonna be streaming again a lot starting this month. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, I am going to keep going. Keep sailing. So yeah, just, you know, see you on the next part of this journey. Bye.